again. Back together again. We were briefly
I mean, you
apart.
and I were not apart.
I'm talking to them, Robbie Bear.
All right.
Guys, Robbie Matthew Show, Matthew and Robbie Show.
Hi.
Depending on your preference, my name is Matthew Swanson. I am an undercover agent posing as a children's book. Oh, shoot, I'm not supposed to admit that.
Matthew. Now we're going to have to go back and edit.
No, we're going to have to go to each of their houses and apply the machine that takes their memories away. And
We can just do it here.
all right. Howdy dude.
Howdy dude.
If you're just joining us, we created this neologism. Apparently we've been pronouncing it wrong for months and weeks.
Yes, and nobody corrected us until Kato had to.
Neologism. Which is howdy dude. Apparently, in ancient America, there was an expression, howdy doody doo, which we thought is a little too threatening.
I want to bring back howdy doody doo, guys.
No. Howdy dude.
Nope. I want to bring back howdy doody doo.
You can do that. I'm inventing howdy dude to talk to my friend Grant.
Yes.
All right. But at the end of last program, we were debating the word toodles and what it meant exactly. What?
We have a hypothesis here from Thomas that says Toodles came from the Mickey Mouse show. I don't see where that is.
Did it come from Mickey Mouse, or was it just used by Mickey Mouse?
I think it was used by Mickey Mouse, because I didn't know of the Mickey Mouse show until my children were children.
Yeah.
And
I've
heard Toodles before.
They go, oh, Toodles! Yeah, but I think that was an appropriation rather than an invention. I think so. Jennifer will tell us.
Yes.
I'm going to read to you the definition of Toodles that I found on the internet. Not in my dictionary, but just by Googling.
Yeah.
But it feels reputable. Toodles is another way to say goodbye to someone. While it's normally used in polite or neutral manner, it can also be used as an insult as well.
What?
Typically, after an argument online, Toodles will be told to the supposed loser of the argument as a form of mockery.
Oh, that's so harsh.
That's rough.
So Kato could have typed in the sidebar, it's neologism. And we could have been like, are you sure? And he would have been like, totally is. Here's the dictionary link. Toodles.
You just said neologism. You just said, you said it correctly.
I did.
But I thought it was wrong because I'm so used to hearing the wrong. I just corrected Robbie falsely.
Yes.
All
if we were online right now, I would have been like, Toodles.
All right, the source for what I just read you is the website Medium, which I think has a degree of... No, we don't trust Medium.
I don't know.
Lots of people we know and like publish articles on Medium.
No, but can't you just publish? Can't anybody publish something on Medium?
I don't know. All right, we're going to drink water. Howdy, dude. So
now you shortened it to HD.
HD, because drink water HD. That's like how I'm referring to Grant now. He's now my howdy dude. All right.
So do we say Cheers HD?
So this is a noun form of howdy do.
Oh.
The HD. He's my HD. He's my howdy dude.
See.
Okay. I'm just showing the
all kinds of the wonderful.
Of
yes,
you guys.
Exactly.
All right.
All right.
The water, as you know, is an integral part of the Robbie and Matthew Show experience.
Yes.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna jackety dancing it up. We're gonna chin it over and under. Refreshing. Oh, Amy Schaefer. Urban Dictionary, top def, by far the most masculine form of the English form of goodbye. It comes from the French saying,
a tout à l'heure,
which sounded like
toodaloo, which was shortened.
Oh, there you go.
Tout à l'heure, which means to all at the hour. What?
I don't know.
Tout à l'heure means see you later.
We are going to what does that say?
Hyperbolic praise of Robbie's song.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, not the hyperbolic. We're not going to hyperbolically praise the song.
Oh.
It is the song in which Robbie is hyperbolically praised.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
The title of the song is Hyperbolic Praise of Robbie Song.
I don't know what I'm saying. That's what's supposed to happen now. Mm-hmm. I'm not endorsing the song's sentiments.
Mm-hmm. Robbie is cooler.
No.
Robbie is cuter. And Robbie's just better than Matthew.
I didn't even hear that song. It turned off my ears because I didn't want to hear.
Wouldn't that be convenient?
If you could just you have a switch.
Just turn off your ears?
Bleep. Don't want to hear that. Robbie's pretty cute, I have to admit. I'm not going to make any comparisons, but she's pretty darn cute.
All right.
As far as I'm concerned. All right.
Wait a minute.
What?
I think Urban Dictionary is pulling your leg.
All right, let's hear it.
First of all, because it says by far the most masculine...
That was my phone.
Keyboard.
That was my... Oh, it was your keyboard.
Yeah.
All right.
By far the most masculine form of the English form of goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that most people would agree with that.
All right.
Maybe it comes from a tuteleur, which was further shortened to toodles, used by pro wrestlers, gangsters, and warlords alike.
Wait. If you ever ran into a warlord that said toodles,
and he was like, toodles? You don't want him to say toodles to you.
Would you
That's
take
for sure.
Would you take them seriously though, or would you just laugh that warlord off the
I'm sure
planet?
if you laughed the warlord off the planet, he would do something about it.
No,
So
I think
he only says toodles because he gets to, because he has an army of
it's like
people.
toodles forever.
It's like,
all right?
you're done.
Woo! All right.
So,
all right.
Yes, from Radical Jack, unsure if actually true. I'm pretty sure Radical Jack...
I think Jennifer is shaking her head at us proliferating this utterly unsubstantiated...
From Urban Dictionary, which is a wholly unreliable source.
All right. We are going to move on to this, which is Hyperbolic, who plays Robbie.
We did that.
Robbie
still loves her big space pencil. I do.
I mean, that's just... we don't have to linger on that. She just still has a lot of affection for it, even though 24 hours has passed. It's still long.
I love it so much.
But is it long? In the last video, we learned that compared to the universe, this pencil is not long.
Yes.
It's very short.
But compared to another pencil...
Or compared to the atomic emptiness.
Gigantic!
Compared to the quarks and leptons inside of this pencil, the pencil itself is quite big.
Compared to the H's and the 2 O's that are in the water that we just drank, gigantic.
Yeah. All right, you can decide. Big, small, it's up to you. It's
big.
all relative. Matthew reads Chapter 8 of Wonder Undercover.
Yes,
so,
we're supposed to do
yeah,
that.
we're going to do that first. You guys might just have missed out on painting today because we didn't have our acts together. Robbie, where's my book? I got it all queued up. Where's my book?
There's so many stacks of things around my desk.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Times 7. Okay. I'll just find Chapter 9 again. We're going to read Chapter 9. You guys, Chapter 9? Not long. We're going to read the whole thing. You're going to get the thrill of the chapter completed in your heart.
Oh, wow.
None of this, why didn't you leave me in the middle of that chapter, Matthew? I know you feel that way sometimes, and it hurts my heart to make you do that. All right, Chapter 9, Ronnie Collins. I've never been so eager for a Monday morning. Oh, just to remind you, Moxie and Milton just went to the local House of History and got the evidence they need to realize that a folder was stolen during the burglary, and the folder was Veronica's folder.
Oh.
There was also an old photograph that Milton found where the folder should have been that had a picture of a young man and a young woman, and it turned out to be Mr. Shine and Veronica in her younger years. So, in any case, let us get on to the matter at hand. Chapter 9, Ronnie Collins. I've never been so eager for a Monday morning. When we get to school, I race to my classroom, where Mr. Shine is busy writing a list of synonyms for cold. I do not waste a moment on cheerful hellos. There simply isn't time. I have urgent business, I say. But Mr. Shine will not be rushed. He turns and smiles and bows his head slightly in greeting. And good morning to you, Moxie. What do you make of this, I ask, holding the photo as if it were on fire. At first, he just squints at it, and then he smiles like the Grand Canyon splitting the unsuspecting desert of Arizona. Where in the world did you get this? He asks, gazing at the photo the way one marvel at a chick poking out of its shell. Look at us. Good old Ronnie. Ronnie? Ronnie Collins. She's a girl I knew when I was younger. I told you about her. She's the one I used to practice foreign languages with. She went to a private school, but we knew each other from junior historians. Wait, Ronnie is a girl? And what is junior historians? It was a club run through the local House of History. What do you remember about her? Oh, she was quiet and shy, a little unsure. We both loved reading, and good stories. She moved away after high school, and I haven't seen her since. Well, she's back. She's my Wonder Scout leader. Mr. Shine's eyes grew wide. You mean your Veronica is your Ronnie? It sounds like she's changed quite a bit. She sure has. She spent the past 15 years traveling the world seeking adventure and fortune. When she got back to Tiddlywump, she started the evil organization known as the Wonder Scouts. I had no idea. Something confuses me. You said her name was Ronnie Collins? That's right. But her great-grandmother's last name was Wonder. Julia Wonder? Exactly. I wonder why she changed it. Mr. Shine smiles. Have you ever changed something about yourself? I think about that. Back in kindergarten, I wanted to be a unicorn, so I wore my hair in a single ponytail right in the middle of my head. But I don't do that anymore. So why did you make the change? Because pigtails feel more like me? Exactly. I'm guessing that as she got older, my old friend felt less like a Ronnie and more like a Veronica. She never seemed quite comfortable in her own skin. I think about that line in the Wonder Scout credo. You have the power to change your own story. Suddenly, it makes sense. Ronnie Collins was a nervous, quiet bookworm when she was growing up, and then she went out and traveled the world and got a new name in the process. I guess she wanted to change her story? I guess so. Mr. Shine pauses. Tell me what she's like now. Oh, she's strong and smart. She always knows just what to say and just what to do. She's full of good advice. That doesn't sound like someone who's in charge of an evil organization. I know, it's very confusing. She gives me some hope for the rest of the Wonder Scouts. Frankly, she sounds amazing. I think about that. It's hard to disagree. All day I think about Veronica. All throughout the meeting that night, I look at her differently, trying to see her as the mousy, big-haired, glasses-wearing goofball in that photo. But I can't. She's strong, teaching us what it means to be a self-confident woman who won't be pushed around by anyone. She's kind, trying to coax Henrietta out of her shell. She's patient, putting up with the Dublingers and their nonsense and trying her hardest to make them less awful. There's nowhere she hasn't been. There's nothing she hasn't seen. There's no challenge she hasn't overcome. The meeting is winding down. Because of the camping trip on Friday, we'll do this week's badge challenges on Wednesday, says Veronica. So, practice up. I try not to notice that she's looking directly at me as she says this. As the other girls head out front to wait for their parents, I stay behind with Veronica, trying to come up with something to talk to her about. I remember that Mom always says you can't go wrong by paying someone a compliment. That was extremely impressive, your story about your victory at Kamakura, I say. After the lesson, Veronica told us how she'd won a battle with a master samurai, not by beating him with the sword, but by challenging him to a game of Chinese chess, which he had no idea how to play because he was Japanese. You kind of remind me of my hero and mentor. One of my two primary heroes and mentors. Oh? Who's that? Hannibal Adams, girl detective, protector of justice, thwarter of malfeasance, doer of improbable deeds. Have you heard of her? Veronica seems slightly dizzy. I don't blame her. Annabelle is a lot to take in. I have not, she says after a pause. But she sounds amazing. And who is your other primary hero and mentor? Maggie McCoy, entomologist extraordinaire, asker of important scientific questions, fearless discoverer of bugs. She might not be a world-famous detective, but she is a world-famous mom. Veronica's eyes are wide. Please ask her to pop in and say hello the next time she drops you off. I'd like to meet remarkable women. I would love to introduce you, but right now she's under the ocean in a submarine exploring the depths of a deep-sea trench. That must be rather lonely. Oh, she's with some other scientists. I meant lonely for you. Suddenly, all the missing of Mom that's been building inside me comes gushing out, and I feel like a parade float that just lost its plug. The parts of Veronica that are fierce and stern transform into parts that are soft and warm and kind. I find myself wishing that there was a badge for long, affirming hugs. She might not be here all the time, I say, but I wouldn't trade her for any other mom in the world. She makes me want to do extraordinary things, and, for the record, so do you. Veronica smiles a deep smile, and suddenly I rediscover my inner Annabelle and am back to my fully inflated self, which gives me a delicious thought. Veronica might know everything about the actual world, but if she's never read Annabelle, she wouldn't have any idea if I were to borrow an obscure fact from Annabelle's world. I know it's not bad challenge night, but I've just thought of an obscure fact. Excellent, says Veronica. I'm all ears. Did you know that the blood of a lower Barmonian swamp frog contains a poison so deadly it can kill a 530-pound sumo champion in less than 2 minutes, but also contains the main ingredient of the only antidote that can reverse the poison and save him? Veronica gets a hard-to-read expression on her face, like she wants to say something but also doesn't want to say it. I'm guessing it's the look of someone who is not used to being outsmarted by a 10-year-old. I did not know that, she admits. How can I know for sure it's true? The word true hangs like a thundercloud over this otherwise sunny moment, and I realize what I've done. I consider admitting to Veronica that the fact is only true in a fictional world, but I also want her to think I'm the sort of person who knows wonderful things, just like my mom and she do. Because I read it in a book, I say, smiling my most trustworthy smile, and hoping with my fingers crossed that since she will not ask me which book I am referring to. Veronica pauses for a second before saying, "All right, then." She reaches into her pouch and pulls out a colorful triangle of embroidered glory. "Congratulations on earning your obscure facts badge." "Thanks," I say, delighted to have suddenly doubled the size of my badge collection, and relieved that my secret is safe. "Well, good night." "Good night, Moxie. See you on Wednesday." "You certainly will," I say, wondering if I might actually have 3 primary heroes and mentors.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dum diddy dum dum dum.
dun.
Guys, we are almost halfway through this book. I just got to say, we're tearing through this story. Things are about to get pretty exciting.
El
What's
Puppy
that?
points out that
Oh.
baby Moxie is so cute.
She is. That's kindergarten Moxie to you, El Puppy. Come on, let's be. I like
With
also
the,
deflated with
I
the
like
unicorn.
deflated Moxie,
with the
yeah.
unicorn hairdo. That
Where's-
is Moxie as a parade float coming back to life. Keep going back. Keep going back.
Where?
There
Oh.
she is. Let's zoom in on that. Let's zoom in on baby Moxie. Oh my gosh, baby, anything is cute, you
Yes.
guys.
She is super cute.
Oh my gosh. All right.
All right.
All right, Robbie. What? Oh, Robbie's been painting over here, you guys.
I have.
All right. Should we show him?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I made it too
Okay.
big, but
All right.
that's okay.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, so
All righty. Okay.
So what
oh
I
my
did
gosh, I
was-
love it.
I started out just with an outline so I would sort of know where stuff goes.
Okay.
And then here, if you point it more straight up and down, then I can
Okay.
see. So you can see, you know what, on the camera, it's actually making this contrast a lot brighter. In real life, on the paper, this red doesn't pop out quite so much. So I'm going to have to do lots and lots and lots of layers to make that red really sing. And I'm filling this in with sort of like a blue-gray, but it's still, I still feel like it's maybe too much white. So, because what I want to do is, in the end, I want to put those white highlights on it, the really strong white highlights. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. So this is now, I mean, the thing about using gouache like this is it stays pretty flat, and so it ends up kind of just being like paint, like a paint by number. You're just filling in spaces with.
And is that bad? You're making
Well,
it sound like that's bad.
No, I guess I just mean like, instead of it being like a really loose medium, like
Right.
it's sort of loose and washy. I mean, I guess you could absolutely do this loose and washy, but
I think it looks really cool.
I personally can't.
It has more of like a graphical feel
yes,
to it than
it's super
yeah.
flat.
But I think it's fun.
Um,
Oh, I'm getting in the way of your brush a little bit. I'm gonna switch over to this hand for a second.
so again, this is too white.
But you'll lessen the
But
white.
I think I'm gonna add some.
You're setting down a base right now,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna add some blue.
Because you've got to fight that black background.
Right.
Right.
But one thing that is kind of fun to do is to leave
Some black?
some black as like little line work.
Oh, that's neat. Ugh, that seems
It's-
so tricky.
Well, it is tricky, and I've already messed it up because I didn't think that that's what I was doing. But
I see.
there we go.
Well, this is an act of discovery. I think it looks really cool against a black paper. So in terms of the experiment,
Yeah.
I love it. Have you gotten any closer to deciding how you feel about
About the-
asteroid or
but-
planet versus
yeah.
not?
I haven't.
I feel like you've made him large enough that if he were close enough to a planet that you could see the planet would have
the
to be
planet
huge.
would have to be huge.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think he's just floating in the vacuum of space.
Okay.
Personally. But what do I know? Do you guys have an opinion about that? Oh, that astronaut looks good, says Everett. Okay?
Thank you, Everett.
Just want you to know, Everett is on your side. Oh, this is where I'm supposed to make
supposed to
fascinating
fill the space
commentary.
with...
I don't know, you guys. I already told you about my haircut. We talked about Robbie's big pencil. There were a lot of truths that we revealed in the last episode. We talked about how it's important to own up to your mistakes when you make them. What else did we talk about? That you can either be big or small depending on how you look at things, that most things are a matter of perspective, what you're comparing yourself to. If you're standing next to an oak tree, you might feel small. If you're standing next to an acorn, you might feel big.
If you're standing next to Matthew...
You might just be intimidated by the sheer... what is it? The most masculine way of saying goodbye is toodles?
Toodle,
that cannot
yes.
be. That is the least masculine way of saying goodbye. I do not understand, Amy Schaefer, what you're trying to tell us.
That was somebody pulling our leg.
El Puppy would like you to add an asteroid. I'm just not convinced that that's the right thing to do, but I'm passing along the suggestion.
I think I might add an asteroid in the sort of background. Back here somewhere. Maybe I'll add it far enough up that if I decide, I can just cut it off. Like if I do it up here.
Oh, I see. Good.
I could just trim the paper.
Someone is tapping on my shoulder, and
I know.
I'm trying to
And
figure out
I
what
was
could
gonna say,
possibly
you
be
are
important
also-
enough to interrupt me at this moment.
20 seconds ago, you needed some commentary.
Oh, so you're going to make some commentary?
I'm gonna make some commentary. Can I show my creation?
No, I'm afraid we're looking at Mama's painting
well,
right
that's okay.
now.
You can show the creation. This is not like super riveting at the moment.
All right. Come on in with your creation, and we'll take a break from the painting.
What should be the base color of the rocket?
Okay,
if his
Principal Ella
costume is blue.
has a question for you.
Yeah.
Would paint splatters look good as stars?
Oh, interesting.
Or would it be you know what? It might be hard not to get paint splatters on top of the astronaut at this point, right?
Right. I could cut out a piece of paper though and cover the astronaut.
How do you feel? So what you've described this as is being very controlled so far.
Yeah.
And paint splatters would be very, very loose.
Right. Which might be interesting.
All right, Kato.
You know what though?
What?
I bet here's the problem with that probably.
What?
The paint splatters would have to go on pretty heavy in order for them to be bright white.
Yeah.
So I worry a little bit that they wouldn't pop, and then I'd have to go back over each one and like add in some more white. But maybe that's the way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna follow El Puppy's suggestion and make the jetpack a little bit green.
Okay, cool. All right, we are going to now take a break from this program and look at what Kato built yesterday. So, Kato. Oh, August, are you here just to admire, Kato? You are welcome to. All right, Kato, what is this? What is this?
So, it is a flashlight.
Wait, step back a second. What are we looking at here? This is something that Kato made out of wood and metal pieces and rubber bands and circuitry. This is something called Eureka Crate from a company called Kiwi Crate. Is that right? Kiwi Co. And it's called Eureka Crate. There was another version of this called Tinker Crate that had slightly simpler constructions. So you can subscribe to this service and you can get these things in the mail once a month. And there's instructions and the pieces you need to make stuff. Okay, so
Flashlight.
Flashlight is one of the things Kato made.
Handle and everything.
However, this is a bimodal convention, right? There are two ways. No, show them that. Let's get up close so you can see what you're doing right now. He's removing the peg from the handle, okay? Removing the peg from the handle, which allows you to what? All right, pull it back a little bit so we can see it. Allows you to take the handle, reconfigure the handle, reattach the peg, and, oh, thank you, Augie, for assisting. Nice move. Reattach the peg and turn it into a telescoping lantern. Oh my gosh. So, anyway, anyone who likes to build stuff,
This is a very satisfying
who
button
enjoys
press.
engineering, who enjoys construction, who enjoys learning how things work, we've been super happy with Tinker Crate and Kiwi Co. So, anyway, you can Google
made
that.
another lamp type thing.
Yes, he made a desk lamp that's downstairs.
He also made a pinball machine.
Pinball
I
machine.
think they already saw it.
They might have a safe with a key that locks. So, oh, you have that. All right, but I think we're gonna get back to the painting, dudes. We're gonna do this real quick. It's okay. We'll do it real quick. Show this. Okay, Kato, show us your key. Show us how the safe opens and closes. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh, it's like a portal on a spaceship
Why
or
is there a
something.
sock in here?
Oh, maybe, let's see. Whose sock is that?
Jasper put it in there.
That's Robbie's sock, and I
Well-
think it needs to be protected from Robbie.
From me.
From you?
Yes.
He was trying to.
He was trying to protect it from me. I had one sock on
Uh-huh.
because instead of picking socks up and putting them in the laundry,
Uh-huh.
I put it on my foot because I knew I knew that I could
So
carry it around that
he
way.
was trying to protect the sock from your dirty
So-
foot.
Well, he looked at my feet and he was like, "Why do you only have one sock on?" And so I.
Jasper's very judgmental. Oh,
yeah.
look what happened while we were pursuing alternate programming resources. Wow. All right. Waylon says, "So cool, guys. Keep up the hard work." I think he's talking about your engineering, guys. Good work. Good work.
Yay.
Thank you for the content, Kato. I appreciate that.
Yes.
All right, you guys are welcome to return to the other room, and we will let you know when we're done here.
Does welcome mean we have to?
I encourage you to.
It's a strongly
Yes.
worded suggestion.
Thank you. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Boy, boy.
Oh, Amy says our dog eats socks, so protecting socks is important.
Yes.
Well, if you guys subscribe to Tinker Crate or Eureka Crate,
You could build your own little safe.
and you could keep it from your dog. Or, Amy, I would offer there's other ways, other easier, simpler ways to keep your socks safe from your dog.
Then a
But-
sock safe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, the dog only eats socks that Ella has worn. Does that mean that Ella has delicious smelling feet? That's my theory. I don't know. Oh, okay. 3 minutes. Do jokes now, so we have time.
Oh, good call.
Wow.
Whoever suggested
that was
that.
Kato. All right.
All right.
He's correct. All right.
Yes.
Say goodbye.
Maybe Kato should be our programming
Our
director.
showrunner?
Yeah.
Okay. Robbie, you have to stop painting. If
I
we're going
do?
to, I think so. If you're going to read jokes to me,
Oh,
right?
okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. All right. So we're putting this back up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, I think that was successful painting. I like what happened. Are you feeling good about it, Robbie?
I am.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm still not sure it's going to work out.
There's a phrase called "the jury's still out," which means we haven't decided yet whether the culprit is in fact guilty. In this case, we have not decided yet whether the painting is in fact successful. Tune in tomorrow.
I kind of like leaving the helmet and the hands and feet black.
Yeah, I do too.
But it looks much cooler from this distance than it does up close.
Got to admit, that's true. But maybe you
Yeah.
could put like a little glare on the helmet and leave
I
it
do want
otherwise
to put
black.
the other glare.
Yeah.
I do think that's how I'm going to treat the helmet.
I think the problem with leaving it black now is that you've made that heavy line around it, which makes it look a little strange. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to learn things as you go along, right? I bet there's a way to have your cake and eat it too. To have your jetpack.
And paint it too.
All right.
All right. Yes. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Don't look at the comments, Matthew.
I never do. I don't.
You just are looking at them right
Well,
now.
I was looking to find out there was a nuance to the. Apparently, the dog eats Ella's socks that have been cleaned, but still were previously worn by Ella, which means I think that Amy needs a better washing machine. I think that's the only conclusion I can come to there. All right, what is the joke? El Puppy, thank you.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Where do cows go for entertainment?
To the movie theater.
Yes,
To the
very
movie theater.
Why did the gum cross the road?
Because it had just gotten chewed out.
Oh.
No, because it was
Goes back to the chicken trope.
to get to the other side of the mouth.
Nope.
I don't know.
It was stuck to the chicken's foot.
All right, good. All right.
All right. Why are elephants so wrinkled?
Why are they so wrinkled? Because they were all wet at one point. Because
Being wet make you... Oh,
Sure.
You mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Your skin is wrinkled.
Have you never sat in a bath
Yes,
for
yes.
20 minutes
Well,
and gotten?
that's a good answer.
I think it's the best I could do. Why are they so wrinkled? Because
You wouldn't know. We
their
wouldn't know
trunks-
anything about this because
'cause-
we never actually do this thing.
of their swimming trunks.
No.
What?
Because they take too long to iron.
They take too long to
iron,
to
'cause they're
iron.
big.
Okay. Nobody bothers to iron the
Yes.
elephant, therefore it's
Yes.
wrinkled. I
Yes.
like it. Okay,
Yes.
good. All right, good.
All right, so
Yeah.
I think that was it for jokes from El Puppy.
Okay,
However,
however.
Matthew
Oh, jokes about space. Finally.
printed out some jokes about
Oh, but it's 2
space.
o'clock.
What?
So no, too late. No jokes about space today. Sorry,
gonna
Robbie.
do
One joke about space.
joke about
We could do
space.
these on Friday to musical accompaniment. I'm just saying. All right. Ella has a UGA joke. Does that mean okay? Oh, it's the University of Georgia joke. Okay.
Okay.
Why did UGA Georgia?
University of Georgia.
Florida is the Gators.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, Why did the gator cross the road? Why did the gator cross the road? I don't know. So because someone said see you later?
Because it couldn't cross the goal line. That's a sports thing.
Oh, that's
right?
making
That's
fun.
making fun of the
Oh,
Gators.
it's a UGA joke because it's having fun at the expense
Right.
of University of Florida. We won't get into your partisan sports bickering here on this program, you guys. All
Okay,
right.
here's a good one to end with.
All right, here we go.
How do you get a baby astronaut to go to sleep?
You sing it a lullaby. You send it into orbit. You land on it with the spacecraft, put bombs inside of it, and try to blow it apart
my
before it
gosh,
lands on the Earth and
no.
creates a tidal wave.
That's a terrible...
That was the plot of a movie.
Oh, it was?
Yeah,
I thought
that was
you just made that up.
No, that was the movie
I was
Armageddon.
like,
They
that
land
is-
on the surface of the asteroid.
Oh.
They dig a hole in it. They put a bomb inside and they try to blow it up before it comes and wreaks devastation on the Earth.
Oh.
That was even a space themed.
Did it work?
It did, of course.
Good.
Of course, because
Who-
Bruce Willis was involved.
I was going to say, who
If
was
Bruce
the young,
Willis,
pretty lady that we saved
Liv
by
Tyler,
doing this?
Liv Tyler.
There we go.
Right, and Bruce Willis is like, I'm going to do that.
Wait, Bruce Willis saved Liv Tyler?
I think
Isn't that
so.
a little bit... Was she his daughter?
Maybe.
Okay, good.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yes, she had another boyfriend who was
Okay.
more age appropriate.
Yes.
I believe. I believe so. I hope I got that right.
that
Jennifer, fact check me,
That
okay?
is not how you get a baby astronaut to go to sleep. by the
Okay,
way.
how do you do that?
You rock it.
Oh.
I thought that was
How
good.
space appropriate.
Yes, that was good.
All right, you guys, it's
All
time
right,
to
it's time-
end the
it's
madness.
past time for us to end the madness.
Robbie is going to finalize a map
Yeah.
for Cookie Chronicles Volume 1.
That map
She has
that
a
I've been
sketch of a
working on
map.
for so long.
Now
I
she has to
finally
make a
have to
lot of
finalize.
lines. She has
Yes.
to make a lot of lines. Okay, goodbye, friends.
All right. Thank you for joining us
Yes.
on this Wednesday.
Toodly doodly dood.
Oh, is
What?
that?
What?
Sorry, I didn't push the button at the
Ah!
Try
That was
again.
the perfect timing.
I know.
Toodly doodly doo.